I have been married for 8 beautiful years, and I want to share today some tips that can help you enjoy your marriage as well. Hello, friends and family. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new to this channel, welcome back to the Extraordinary Blessed Circle. This channel is about love, family, positivity, anything that represents winning. There's so much going on in the world today, so much going on social media. People are tearing each other down. When you come to this channel, I guarantee you, you will feel empowered, you will feel uplifted, and you will feel like someone that's ready to take on the world. And you will be reminded every time that you are not ordinary, but extraordinary. Without talking too long, let me get straight into the video. So this video is about marriages. This month is February, and it's the month of my anniversary. I want to give back support into marriages, spread the love, and also, just help to build other marriages in my own little way. I have 5 tips that can help you improve and build your marriage. So there are so many other tips that can help your marriage to be successful. But today, I want to focus on 5 tips that can help improve your marriage. Now, the first tip is prayers. That is everything. Prayer is a powerful tool that can help you restore your marriage. You have to pray in order for your marriage to be successful. You see, when you pray, it doesn't mean that there won't be trials when you pray. When you pray, you will gain wisdom to help you overcome those trials and temptations that will come as a storm into your marriage. So prayer won't make it all go away. Prayer will help you gain strength, gain knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to overcome some of those battles. It is good to pray, my sisters and brothers, especially the ladies. We have to pray for our husbands. We have to pray for our marriages. We have to pray even when things are going good. Don't get relaxed when things are going good. That's the more time you should pray. That's the main time you should pray. When things are going good, you have to pray so that it continues to be good. Don't stop praying when the love is flowing in your marriage. Keep praying. When things are not working out, you have to pray. Pray for peace. Pray. When you pray, God can touch the heart of your husband, the heart of your spouse, to help to deal with that situation. So I want to encourage you to pray. That's the first tip. Prayer has helped me a whole lot in my marriage. Some situations, all I needed to do was to pray. And when I prayed, believe it or not, that is the key. Everything starts to fall into place. At the end of the day, I gain strength, I gain wisdom to overcome that situation. So prayer is the number one. The next tip I want to talk about is forgiveness. That is huge. That is huge. You see, forgiveness is like love in action. You have to forgive your partner. If you don't forgive, it turns into resentment, and that's a whole nother story. In order for your marriage to work, you have to be willing to forgive. You see, when you're in love with someone, you become vulnerable with them. They can hurt you more deeply than anyone else because you love them. And because you value their opinions, you value their affirmations. So they can hurt you deeply more than anyone else. You value everything they say about you and feel about you more than anyone else's. So that means, they can easily hurt you. In order to get past those rough times, you have to forgive. Forgive your husbands, forgive your wives, in order for your marriage to work. I said praying, then I'm saying forgiveness. We have to forgive one another. Don't hold on to things in your marriage. Let it go. Let it go. And one thing I want to point out, that when you forgive, it does two things. The first thing it does is it releases the other person, the offender. Then next, it releases you, it frees you, it sets you free. So it's important to forgive, to release that other person, and also release and free your own spirit. Another thing I want to point out is forgiveness takes time. Don't force forgiveness on someone else. If you hurt your partner, don't make them forgive you. Give them time. It's a process. Don't put a time to it. Oh, it's been 1 month, you haven't forgiven me. It's been 1 year. Once you offend that person, leave it up to them to forgive you. Don't put a time to it. Let them decide. Pray about it. Let them decide how long it's going to take. Hopefully, it don't take long, but you don't put a time on when that person should forgive you. You ask for forgiveness and leave it alone. And hopefully, the other person can forgive. Again, in order for your marriage to be successful, you have to pray. And secondly, you have to forgive your spouse. The third thing I want to talk about is communication. Communication. That's an everyday thing. We have to communicate with each other. Don't keep things in. Communicate with your partner. You might have a partner that don't like to talk too much. Find a time. Find the perfect moment to communicate with your partner. You have to communicate about sex, communicate about money, communicate about the children, and so many other issues and daily actions you have to communicate about. That is your partner. You are in a partnership. In order for a business to work, you have to communicate with your business partner. It's the same thing within a marriage. You have to communicate about, like I said, the children, the finances, every day-to-day activities. You have to communicate with your partner about it. Without communicating, you won't know what's going on in your relationship or within your family. So you have to communicate with your partner. Communication is a very important tool in order for your marriage to work. Number one, you have to pray. Number two, you have to forgive. And number three, you have to communicate with your partner on so many other levels. The daily communication, food is ready, I have a doctor appointment. The intimate conversation where you sit and talk about deep things, intimate things. And then the partnership, like I said, about the finances, about the children, about other stuff going on. You have to communicate. Find a way, find the time to communicate with your partner. So I have the fourth reason is trust. Trust is also very important. Without trust, your marriage is headed for a divorce. I repeat myself. Without trust, your marriage is headed towards a divorce. You have to trust your partner. Without trust, you don't feel comfortable with that person. You have to trust your partner in order to feel comfortable. If you don't trust your partner, it's like you expect the worst to happen all the time. It's like you don't really care. When your partner tells you he's going somewhere or she's going somewhere, you don't believe that person because you don't trust them. That's a recipe towards a divorce. So find a way to trust your partner. I will do another video on how you can trust, how to build trust in your marriage. But for the sake of this video, I'm just listing the tips to help you succeed in your marriage. Number one, I have praying. Number two, I have forgiveness. Number three, I have communication. Number four, I have trust. Very important. Find a way to trust your partner. Believe your partner. Trust him or her. It helps you feel comfortable knowing that your partner believes in you. So it's important to find a way to build that trust back into your marriage. So the fifth and final tip that I have for you today is finding happiness within yourself. Do not go into a marriage with this high expectation that this person is going to make you happy. No, 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 no. You are setting yourself up for failure. Do not go into a marriage and expecting this man or this woman to make you complete, to make you happy. If you were unhappy before you got into that marriage, chances are you will still be unhappy in that marriage. You have to find happiness within yourself. Happiness is a personal choice. There are a lot of poor people out there that are happy. Very poor, but happy. And there are a lot of miserable millionaires out there. So happiness is not based on what you have or who you have in your corner. It's from within. So find that happiness within yourself. Don't go into a marriage expecting this man, after this honeymoon, that it's going to make you happy, make all your dreams come true. Yes, you can find happiness within your marriage. Yes, that person can help you find happiness. You don't go into a marriage expecting it to find your happiness right there. You go into a marriage because you love that person and you're ready to commit. You're ready to give them their dinner, even if they make you mad. You're ready to push through your day-to-day activities, even if they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. That's commitment. Don't go in there and say, I'm not happy anymore, so I want to leave my marriage. No, no, no. You will go to the next person and it will be the same thing. Find happiness within yourself. Number one, make sure you are praying. Number two, make sure you are forgiving. Pray to God for the heart of forgiveness to forgive your partner because you will need it. Trust me. Like I said, you are vulnerable to them and their opinion, their affirmations matter so much to you than anyone else's. So you have to find a way to forgive them when they hurt you. Number three is communication, a big key. Number four is trust. Trust is also very important. It makes you feel comfortable. It makes you feel, relaxed in your relationship. So you have to find a way to trust. And last but not least, like I said again, is finding happiness within yourself. Your partner is not able to make you happy. Yes, they can help you get there, but don't go into that marriage with the expectation that this man is going to make all my dreams come true. That's selfish. That's too much burden to put on that person to make you happy. Make yourself happy. Find your happiness within yourself. It is a personal choice. You decide to make yourself happy, not the other person, because they don't have the power to do it. That's too much responsibility to put on that man and say, I'm so miserable. I'm so lonely. I'm so frustrated. Life is so unfair to me. When I get married, everything will be no, 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 no. When you get married, you should be happy because there are studies that show that married people are more happier than unmarried people. But doesn't mean that you are empty and there's a void that needs to be filled. When I get married, that void will be filled. No. Find that issue that you have and try to work on it. Find peace within yourself. Yes, you can find peace and happiness within a marriage, but don't go into that marriage expecting this God, this human person to fulfill all your needs and make you happy. No, I'm happy within my marriage, but I'm not expecting my husband to make me happy. Yes, I may have my bad days, and he's there to support and help me make me feel better. I'm not dependent on him every day to make me happy within that marriage. So please, I hope this video can help someone and help improve your marriage. Pray, communicate, find a way to trust, find a way to make yourself happy. Praying, communicating, forgiving, trusting, and finding a way to make yourself happy. That's all I have for you today. I'll see you on my next video. Like I said before, if you're feeling like you are nothing, if you're feeling like an ordinary person, check yourself again. Because you're not. You are an extraordinary person, ordained, created by God. So don't go around feeling down. Lift yourself up and do what you need to do to make yourself happy and become the best version of yourself. I wish you all the success in your marriage. It's a journey, and I pray that God will help you find the right person to go on that journey with you. Until then, I'll see you on the next video.